Message is for the year 2025. I have to be obedient and give you this message. I am a servant of God in the Spirit, so I have to give you this message. The number 25 represents multiplication of creatures which overlap on the double world of the spirit and the matter. The number 25 also represents offerings: a burnt offering, meal offering, peace offering, sin offering, and trespass offering. For the year 2025, I am told to tell you, treat others how you would like to be treated, and what you shall soweth, you shall also reap. However you feel about the Bible or the Pope, I was told the Pope's job is to fulfill the mission and the prophecy of the Bible. Let me remind you of something in case you didn't know. The last portal that was open 25 years ago was on January in the year 2000, and it was closed 2001. The moment it was closed, 9/11 happened in 2001. I was given a download to research the Pope last night. I did not want to do this because everyone is talking about it. However, I was given specific verses and details to reveal to you, and I have a message for you. The first portal that the Pope opened was on December 24th, 2024. I was given the verse, Revelations 12, verse 2 and 4. And it says, "And she being with child cried, traveling in birth and pained to be delivered. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth." This verse, it is talking about a child being cast onto the earth. Everyone is talking about a child being heard of when the Pope opened this portal. And let me remind you, if you are born with a veil and you have the gift of seeing and mediumship, I know what was behind that portal, what I saw behind that portal, and I'm sure many mediums and seers saw what was behind that portal. It was pure devastation and a lot of blood. This very same day on Christmas Eve, Beyonce did a performance on December 12th, 2024. And I was given the verse Revelations 4:4, and it states, "And round about the throne were 24 seats, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting clothed in white." Let me remind you, Beyonce did this performance in all white. Everyone was dressed in all white. To mention her husband, who was very confident that he would beat this case, seemed to not be shifting in his favor at the moment. I don't know what does it mean, but clearly something was shift or taken off him and sent somewhere else. Something was swapped. December 29th, there was an offering to be made for Saint John, and I was given specifically the verse of Numbers 29, verse 29. "And on the 6th day, 8 bulls, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without blemish, untouched. And their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs shall be according to their number, after the manner." When I read after the manner, I researched and I saw on December 14th, 2012. Remember, 14 lambs, 2 rams. On December 14th, 2012 was the Sandy Hook school shooting. Also on December 17th, 2024, a 14-year-old girl, possibly 15, but I'm told she's 14. She unlived 2 people out of school. Regardless, 2 rams and 14 lambs after the manner. This led me to wonder, what was the specific offering that was supposed to be given? It says, again, "And on the 6th day, this offering is to be made." Let me remind you that these portals are going to stay open until January 6, 2026. Not only that, the previous Pope had resigned and stepped down. And no one has resigned from being Pope within the last 600 years. It started with him. He's the first 6. The portals will be open until January 2nd 6. And it'll stay open for that year of 2026. That's the third 6. What does 6 represent in the Bible? Let me tell you. When the previous pope stepped down, it was in the year 2013. Galatians chapter 13, verse 18. Remember chapter 13. And it says, "Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beasts. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. On January 1st, St. Mary's portal is to be open. In the year 2025, 2 plus 5 is 7. Opening on January 1st. I was given Revelation 1, verse 7. And it says, "Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. I am Alpha, Omega, the beginning and end." On January 5th, 2025, a St. Paul portal is to be open. Keep in mind, the previous pope had his funeral on January 5th. It was given 5 times 5 is 25. It'll be happening in the year 2025. I was then given Revelations chapter 5, verse 5. And it states, "And one of the elders saith unto me, Weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof," on January 5th. Pluto is already in Aquarius, and I have already said that the last time Pluto was in Aquarius, a big shift in the world has happened. The revolution. In 2025, Neptune will also be in Aries, Saturn will be in Aries, and Uranus will be in Gemini. The last time Neptune was in Aries, there was a civil war. Saturn in Aries represents new beginnings, but Uranus and Gemini represents change and rebellion.